up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to FIFA 17 Ultimate Team 3-tier squad builder. Now this has been a seriously popular request on my Twitter, in the comment section of the recent videos. Please bring back this series. It's my favourite one that you did. So of course I'll listen to you guys. I'll bring the series back. And for anyone new around here, basically, it's a squad building series where I will literally build 3 different squads in the video of 3 different price ranges. So the first one, tier number 1, will be very cheap for you guys that don't want to spend any FIFA points and do minimal trading. This is tier number 1, by the way. The second one will be like a mid-range one, and then the third one will be almost like the best type of team that you can get in that particular league or nation. So we start on tier number 1, which is seriously cheap. I think that this is somewhere between like 7k and 15k, I think. And of course, prices literally vary so much at the moment. But standout players in this one, Nzonzi, I think his name was Ndeye, as a CDM as well. Ganso, who, if you completely don't look at that 35 pace, is an absolute beast. Ben Yedder and Bakambu up front. A really great strike partnership right there. And this squad right here, honestly, the standout players are those 5 rare players in the CDM spot all the way up to striker. They were incredible for me, and most of them are somewhat just above the discard price. Maybe Ben Yedder and Bakambu are slightly more than that, but honestly, Ganso was incredible. He got like more assists than games played, and I honestly didn't notice the 35 pace. It just didn't seem like a relevant thing. He was doing all sorts of great stuff for me. His dribbling was impeccable. Like, honestly, a great player that I highly recommend. And so many people will just gloss over him, literally looking at that 35 pace stat and never thinking about using him. And I'm normally that sort of player, so you can take it from me, a bit of a pace whore, that I actually recommend Ganso. A nice little flick there to start this move off. Bakambu gets through, the goalkeeper rushes out, and of course, I'm just going to slot that one past him. Bakambu's a great goal scorer. I actually did enjoy him a lot. He's more of your sort of target man, and then Ben Yedder is almost like the super quick, super agile one. But Bakambu's got pace as well, don't forget. So it's a really good partnership to have. Bakambu more of a direct finisher, and then Ben Yedder is more of the trickster. He's got the 4-star skill. He's got the 5-star weak foot. So that's the sort of thing that you can expect with this strike partnership. But not Bakambu. Ganso, the very slow cam who doesn't actually feel that slow, is also a bit of a free kick specialist. You can take long shots with him, but he's more of an assist king. He's going to get you the assists to your main strike partnership. I also quite liked Muniain, whatever his name is, and I think it was Rodrigo that I was playing out on the wide. So 2 very, very cheap wingers to use in your ultimate team if you just have such a low budget. It's unreal. Like, I could easily afford this on my Road to Glory account, and I've not spent anything over there. So hopefully you guys can definitely afford this as well. All you need to do is do a little bit of the bronze pack method trading, and you can find yourself with a team like this in absolutely no time at all. So that's tier number 1. We now move on to tier number 2. This is for you guys that have maybe spent a little bit of FIFA points or are pretty damn good at trading with absolutely no FIFA points used. And I would say this team right here is somewhere around the 60k mark, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, depending on when you're watching this. And what you'll notice in this particular squad that maybe differs from the first one is that we're introducing like mostly rare or all rare players into this team. Everyone's in the correct position, so there's no like left mids at left wing. And we've also introduced a special item as well. So this right here is one to watch Sansone. He's actually already been boosted to what his inform is like, so he's already a good one to have. 82 rated, of course, and he cost me 40k. That particular player is what brings the price of this team way up to like 65k. So I actually put some players on the bench that you guys could use if you have slightly more of a budget than tier number 1, but not quite this level. And those sorts of players would be the ones on the bench right now. Hopefully I scroll down and show you those. There we go. All of these types of players. Carrasco would be a great option. Morata at striker is literally like, let's say, a quarter of the price at worst. than Sansone. So it's a way to get the price of that team down. And of course, if you have slightly more of a budget than that, then tier number 3 might be for you. However, what I've decided to do with tier 3 today is go like literally all out. For some of you guys that have spent loads of FIFA points, are really invested in the game, and of course there are some massive players in La Liga that you can use if you have loads and loads of coins. We'll get to that in a moment. I actually got all the clips I needed for this tier in literally one game. Lovely little bit of skill and a great goal by Masonda right there, really stating his place in this squad. I absolutely love that guy. He literally is the cheap Neymar. Left winger in La Liga with 5-star skills and weak foot. I mean, you can't really go wrong with that. Sansone, absolutely brilliant finisher of the ball and just an all-around great player. I like him, and of course, being a once to watch, if he gets more informs in the future, he's going to auto upgrade as well. We also got another goal with him, I believe. Iñaki Williams just plays it through, slots it through, and that is a rifle into the top of the net right there from Sansone. A great player. The standout ones in this one would be the cam, the 2 wingers, and that striker, of course. I also liked a couple of the centre mids, and I have to say, even the whole team. I'm about to name the entire team as being standout players. Let's just keep it at the cam, the wingers, and the striker. They were the ones that really did the business for me. So as you can see on screen right now, this is tier number 3. This is a whole bunch more expensive than tier number 2. And it's over 1 million coins. So the jump is absolutely massive, of course. But I've got a couple of options on the bench for you guys that maybe don't quite have that many coins. I know we've jumped from like 60k to over 1 mil. But this is the sort of squad that you could get in La Liga if you have a massive price range. We've got the likes of Ivan Rakitic, Luka Modric features, Arda Turan. He's a cheaper one that maybe you could fit into tier 2 if you had the coinage. But I've really gone all out on the front 3 here. I nearly even put Messi in, but I decided to go with Bale. He's like 500,000 coins. We've also gone for Griezmann, who's over 200,000 coins. And we've also gone for Neymar as well, who is also, I believe, just under 500,000 coins. So there's like 1.2 mil right there. And you can drastically reduce the price of this one if you don't have that sort of budget by using a couple of players that are on the bench here that go by the name of Luis Nani and Carlos Vela. However, I would strongly recommend that you use one of those top 3 players if you can stretch to it, because they are literally next level, really fun to use. But Carlos Vela and Nani would be cheaper options than Bale and Neymar, who of course do cost an absolute fortune. This squad is pretty amazing though. It's got lots of talent, and of course you're going to worry people when they see that you've got that Neymar, Bale and Griezmann combo. You can even go further than that if you have an even bigger budget. Which even I didn't have the budget to really stretch to, and that would be of course Messi at right side, Ronaldo left side, and then like Luis Suarez up front. You can go even bigger than what I've done here today, but I thought I don't see the point. You know, I've gone too big as it is with the 1.3 million coin squad or whatever it was. So yeah, there are definitely variants of these teams that you can use that don't cost quite as much. And once you've seen the goals for this particular tier, what I'm going to do, and I think I did it last year, was choose some of the players that played the best for me out of all 3 of the different tiers and stick them into a squad at the end as like my La Liga squad that I would recommend to you guys out of the players from each of the 3 different tiers. So we're coming up to that, but I've got to show you the goals that I scored with a lot of these players. We got goals with well, all of the big 3 really. Arda Turan was also one that really stepped up and scored goals for us, so he'll definitely make it into my best tier as well. But that was the first goal that I scored with Griezmann. Literally 2 minutes into his debut, I scored an absolute belter with him. So I knew kind of straight away that I was going to fall in love with this guy and that he's going to be perfect for my ultimate team. So you can pretty much guarantee that he's going to be the main striker in my recommended La Liga squad at the end. He's just such a beast. I wish I could have used him for more games. I'm going to keep him on my account for a little while. Maybe I'll try him out in FUT Champions this weekend, although I've already got a squad in mind. And I actually want to show you guys my FUT Champions squad builder that I'm going to be using for the Weekend League this weekend, which I'm excited about. It's quite a beastly team, I'm not going to lie. But of course, when it comes to FUT Champions and you need to win as many games as possible in the weekend league, you're going to pull out all the stops and literally use your best possible squad, right? Because that's the way to get the easiest wins, is to just use the players that you're best with on the game. Neymar then, his dribbling is outstanding, out of this world. Bale I was probably least impressed with out of the big three, so maybe swap him out for Carlos Vela if you've got that lower budget. And this right here is the players that I would recommend if you can stretch to it. But of course, all three tiers were decent for me today, so a lot of the players there you could get away with, and just tailor it to your budget, really. I love ter Stegen in goal. I would recommend him over 87 rated Oblak. My defense is mostly tier number 2, although we have stretched up to Varane at tier number 3. He was a great player. Him and Kolodjizak at centre backs would be just perfect. Loads of pace, loads of height, loads of just great defending ability. In midfield, I've gone with the DM from tier number 1, so the really cheap one. He had loads of physical and did a great job. Arda Turan and Isco, so tier number 2 and tier number 3. And then we've gone Iñaki Williams, Neymar and Griezmann. If you wanted to, you could literally use the cheap Neymar in Masonda at left forward, and that would, of course, cut out like 500,000 coins, but I would recommend trying to use someone like Griezmann because he's just a potent finisher and a really great player on the game. So if you guys have enjoyed the first episode of the 3-tier squad builder, make sure you smash a thumbs up down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more FIFA 17 Ultimate Team content. What league do you want to see next? Premier League, Bundesliga, Serie A? Let me know. You name it, I'll do it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.